always have this.
Welcome to today's video, guys. We're in St. Louis and I have a very special surprise for you. Other than Johan and Shulman and Mike all being here, which is like a pretty good surprise in itself, we got a convertible Mustang and look at the color.
Great.
We can implant. Shulman, I have to get this off my chest. I need to know if this is a real thing or not because I've been thinking a lot about it. There was a rumor that if I podium my very first round, you're shaving your head bald.
No! No!
Dude, the motivation that would give me.
I don't care.
Dude.
Because my luck will win, which would be cool, but I have to shave my damn head.
That's how much he cares about me.
Oh.
Johan is over here, he's like, dude, I'd do it for you. I'm like, man, I appreciate it, but like, it really has to be Shulman to mean that much.
No.
Oh, man. Comment below, guys. Shulman said if he hits 10,000 followers on Instagram.
Oh, you have 30, effer.
We didn't think this through that much. How are we gonna put the top down? We can't even fit our luggage.
Oh my god.
We should put the top down living here in the rain.
That was the plan.
Oh.
You thought I was joking?
No.
Not first. Yo, bro. That music's got a turbo.
Boost.
Yo, I'm so pumped. This poor thing. We like kind of knew this was gonna be a problem, but I don't think we realized it was gonna be this bad. Yo, Mustang backseat's kind of tight, huh?
A little bit. Kind of really tight, dude. How many bags we got? 8?
Yo, give her a little rev. Give her a little rev.
We'll start. Screw it.
Dude, these things are fun.
Oh, slim and rep.
Nah, it's all good. Shh. Let the lady hear you. I need this shifter trim. I wish I could have a conscience to be able to take it, because I don't want to buy one. It's expensive. I'm actually really curious to see how this Trans is gonna feel, because this is the same thing I have on my Mustang. Mine's a little beefier, of course, but full rip right out the gate. Floor it.
In half a mile.
Whoa, yo, chill, bro. Yo, chill. No
way! Oh way! That was so good. Yes. This is gonna be a good one,
dude.
First thing we did was turn off the time.
You guys thought I was bad. Johan's a massive mob behind the wheel. All right, we're going left.
That right in front of
crowds, watch out! Shulman's got the new team shirt. I don't even have one. I'm jealous.
I snuck it, you know.
We weren't supposed to take him yet. He doesn't follow orders very well. I didn't even realize. I thought Shulman stole one of the team t-shirts that are gonna be available for sale. He's got the extra special. We did, what are those called? Dry fit, new era?
I don't know what it's called.
It's an athletic shirt. Yeah. It's invincible from sweat.
It's really comfortable.
Yeah. These are only for team members.
Yep.
Wait, that's not yours. I don't see your name on it.
Well, that's at the track.
Oh. Wait till you see what we made your name this year.
Oh.
Just a little life update. We had to make a little pit stop at Starbucks for Mike. He's been addicted lately.
No. Well, yes, he did get me onto these ponies.
All right, but in other news, we don't have Wi-Fi at our Airbnb, so we've been trying to get like a pocket hotspot. We're about to head over to Andy's shop to see some of the updates on the S15, including the new wheels that I haven't showed you guys yet, but I guess you've seen in like a million other places. But I haven't gotten to see him in person yet though, so I'm excited. Yo, that thing is sick. Johan, I'm driving.
Sick.
Oh God.
You better hold on for dear life, brother. Should we hold this? Hey.
Traction control, bro.
I turned it off. People.
Adam, Understeer City. Yeah, everybody's like staring at us like, what the hell is that guy doing in that car? You don't know how to drive.
Yo, they're coming, dude. They're coming, bro. Whoa!
You want your coffee or not? Jesus.
Okay, where we going?
I almost squished it into the chair. It went over all over Johan and all over me. Oh my God. You break it, nothing happened.
Yeah, we gotta fix that.
Oh boy.
Oh man. There it is.
That's it. That's it? We good to go?
We're good to go.
Blast off, brother. I love this. There it goes.
Oh man. Oh, I'm so car sick. Okay. No.
God damn! I thought you went for the e-brake.
There's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of stuff I got to fill you guys in that's kind of changed with the S15, and we're going to talk more about that stuff when we get to the dyno. But before we get to the dyno, I got to show you what we've been eagerly awaiting for. Right here, as you guys know, finally putting my Blitz 03s to use. So I was having the hardest decision on what to do for using these Blitz. They've been sitting on my shelf forever, and I also couldn't figure out what wheels I wanted to run in the S15. So it kind of worked out perfectly. I got connected with 3-Piece US thanks to Colette, and they were able to somehow magically get these rebuilt, refinished, and looking amazing in an unbelievable amount of time. You'll notice on these, we actually had to use like a barrel as the lip, but it still looks really cool just because of parts availability with the time frame that we had. But these are 17s stepped up to 18s for the rear. I do have 4 more 18s coming as well as 2 more 17s. But right here you see we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus 4 on the car. But we went with a full chrome finish, which, like, Mike, you know more about wheel finishes than me. Do you approve?
I approve a lot.
It looks fantastic.
Looks amazing. As hot boy as it gets, pretty much.
24 karat gold hardware, bro. I love it. I'm so happy. I'm super thankful to 3-Piece US. As you guys saw, like, they're obviously on the car, and I've been posting photos with Blitz 03s on the car, but I never really said if it was gonna happen or what color they were gonna be. I was super torn because I really wanted to do like the bronze / gunmetal look.
Right.
But I was like, I knew that all chrome would look good. I didn't know if that was gonna look good on the car. So the cool thing about these is we can run them on other cars too and they'll look sick. So I'm so excited, dude, finally putting the Blitz to good use. Now look at them on the car. We are doing like different center caps, so I don't have all the caps right now. They're still getting finished, but look at that. Don't mind the wheel gap. I swear it's lower when it's on the ground. Dude, look at this. Look at that clearance.
It's so good.
That is so tight. The fronts are 17.920 and then the rears are 10.5, -7. We could have gone a little bit crazier. You'll notice we have a couple spacers here and a couple spacers in back, but we just wanted to err on the side of caution in case we needed to make any changes. We didn't really know necessarily how the tires were going to fit, and being able to use them on other cars is always a plus. So I think we're going to mount some of those spares on the rental Mustang, just to make sure we like to keep continuity with the cars going in rotation. I gotta go pick up Neon Princess from the airport, and then we're gonna talk more about all the new stuff with this car, and hop on the dyno with Freddie and talk to him and figure out kind of what else is gonna change. Freddie,
Yo,
do we have bigger injectors now, or are we doing that after St. Louis?
they're in.
Oh, okay, so we got bigger injectors. So Freddie's going to turn this thing up to 47 pounds of, wait, can we do 69 pounds of boost, Freddie?
Maybe with the bigger turbo.
Not with this one?
No.
No, it's not that. We'll circle back on the dyno. I got the BMW up here, which I'm excited to be able to drive around as my get around town car. Got plenty of Ignite to run in that thing, and man, I'm so excited.
It's the perfect setup, dude.
Yeah. Dude, center caps make it. My new center caps are gonna be red. I love that look. 3-Piece US was also kind enough to record some footage building the wheels, which I thought would be really cool to include in this video. So we're gonna pop that footage in now. Pop it in, Mike. Yo, pop it. Yo, hey, yo, pop that shit, bro. Package acquired. Neon Princess has got some new neon hair going on. Look how good this looks.
Yeah, my pink hair now.
Who's the girl that had that hair back in our day?
Avril Lavigne.
Yeah. Look at you, Avril.
Yeah.
That's a weird name when you say it without Lavigne, isn't it?
Yeah, you have to say the whole thing.
Avril.
Avril Lavigne.
Sounds like you have a wrong way of saying April. Yeah, I was born on Avril 3rd. Oh, what do you think? This is your first time in this car.
I know, I'm taking it all in.
Yep.
I love the red. I love red interiors and cars. It's so nice.
Back at the dyno. Two main goals. One, if you remember last time when we were on the dyno, the last time I was in St. Louis, we were kind of in the danger zone of running 100% duty cycle with the injectors. Knowing that we're gonna be putting a bigger turbo on after the round for the big Bank Seattle track, I wanna have the same injectors in it the whole time, so we're putting in bigger injectors, bigger fuel pumps from Dishworks, and because of that, I would rather have a tune for each turbo setup than have to change injectors and change everything and add more variables. So we're doing that, and then we're also gonna try throwing more nitrous on it earlier. Last year I ran like a 40 shot, and that basically sprays until I hit a certain boost threshold, like 14 pounds. So this year we're gonna try to go up to like a 75 shot. So whenever I'm at a boost and I touch the throttle, well, like 100% DPS, it'll spray a bunch of nitrous to wake the turbo up, and hopefully have this thing drive more like a V8. So in an ideal world, what I'm trying to accomplish is potentially getting it snappy and responsive and torquey enough to be able to run third gear the entire time and not have to downshift to second. It'd be a huge competitive advantage. I wouldn't have to like risk having a bobble or any sort of human error by misshifting. Sometimes I like to shift with my handbrake, and that's not a shifter. But yeah, Freddie's working his magic, dialing in the tune with the new injectors, and we'll show you the data apples to apples with the nitrous being sprayed down low to wake the turbo up. So it looks like by spraying, unfortunately we're stuck with a 40 shot right now because we don't have the correct pills. The 40 shot basically brings in an extra 10 foot-pounds of torque, but it hits about 500 RPM sooner. What are your thoughts on that, Freddie? Do you think we should spray a little longer, a little bit more?
So right now we're stopped spraying it at 15 pounds of boost, which ends up being around 4,500 RPM right around here. It stops spraying.
Mm-hmm.
All of this extra gain is just residual nitrous from the plenum still, like the motor's eating it up.
Got it.
And that's why I made a little bit more peak power, because everything's a little bit colder.
So in theory, you might want to cut it off a little bit sooner if you were looking for like a super smooth transition.
Well, what I would do, honestly, is I would raise the cutoff from 15 pounds to about 22 pounds, so we can drag it out a little bit longer with nitrous.
Well, we can try it and see what happens. Man, I would really love to do a bigger shot though, just so we could get this meat a little bit sooner.
Stop wasting time and
do you want to just drill it out?
We'll see what we can do.
All right. Yeah. So we're gonna try one more thing now. I really want to throw a bigger shot at it down low, because basically, if we have this car very, very gripped up, this will kind of be our region. Let's say 700 torque is the threshold to keep the wheel spinning. I want to try to make this as big as possible, and there's two ways that we can do this. We can put a bigger shot of nitrous on it to try to extend it more down low, or we can try to make a little more power up top. I'm hesitant to do it up top just because if we have a nitrous failure, that'll be more noticeable than if down low it's just being used as a spool aid. But as of right now, we're just going to experiment. We know what it's going to do if we throw a 40 shot up to 14 pounds, but now we're going to try throwing the 40 shot entirely through to see what happens and see if maybe this 700 extends, you know, maybe another 1,000 RPM in this direction. So he's going to give it a shot. We'll see what happens, and we'll go from there. So that time spraying all the way, we picked up, like number-wise, another extra 30 foot-pounds of torque. So we're making 800 foot-pounds of torque, 900 wheel, and extended our torque now, if we're going by the 700 foot-pound threshold, extended it out about an extra 700 RPM. Now we're at 6,700 at 700 foot-pounds of torque, where before we were at like 6,400 RPM. So another 300 RPM in that direction, and then on the other side, I think another 300 RPM. So probably about 700 or 800 RPM of a bigger power band by doing it this way. But I still kind of want to try doing a bigger shot if we're able to source the pills. Super, super simplistic conclusion. With a 40 shot, we pick up 300 RPM of usable power band on the bottom half. And if we spray up top, we pick up an extra 300 RPM up top. So 40 shot all across is like an extra 600 RPM of power band that we can play with. Not bad, but I really want to see if we can do a bigger shot and potentially get like an extra 1,000 RPM, because that could make a huge difference with wheel speed. And like I said, potentially be the difference between me having a downshift and me not having a downshift. Also too, I didn't really elaborate on the differences we made in the fuel system. So Andy went up from a -8 line up to a -10 now for the feed. We went from the DW300s, we had dual intakes, now we're up to 2 DW400s. And we went from, I think we were running 1500s before, and now we're up to 2200s. So we went from like 100% duty cycle now down to like, I think Freddie said like somewhere in like 60%. So we got a lot of headroom. Yo, did you find that DIY for the wiper blade install?
Yeah.
Dude, so I can never figure it out, man. Like they don't come with instructions. Is that the new thing?
That's a new thing now, I guess.
Whenever I get fresh new parts, dude, it does smell really good. Give it a sniff. I swear to God. Doesn't it?
Yeah.
You want to sniff? It smells like Christmas. No, seriously, give it a sniff. Give it a sniff.
Why does it smell like that?
It smells great.
It smells weird.
Bosch Icon, the best smelling wiper blade in the business. So just to reiterate, if you aren't super familiar with kind of how the nitrous works on this car, there's a few different conditions. So there's an RPM window, there's a TPS value where it needs to be over 90%, and then basically the limiting factor is, we're spraying till 20 pounds now, right?
Yeah, so it shuts off. at
So
20 pounds.
we're basically adjusting when it shuts off based on the dyno curve and what we want to achieve. But some 14 pounds, some 20 pounds. If you look at the graph, this is the 75 shot right here. And it was able to move over, again, if our goal is 700 foot-pounds of torque, it was able to move it over from 4,400 RPM with the 40 shot down to 4,200 RPM. So overall, this is with no nitrous. 4,600 RPM is where we're at 700 foot-pounds of torque. And now we're at 4,200 RPM at the same amount of torque. So even though we're kind of making the same torque overall, this meat right here could be the difference of not having to downshift. So not that I have a big lazy turbo on this car, but this is really good data and stuff that we're definitely going to need to use when we put the G42 on it for the next round. So it'll be interesting to play with this, see how it feels. Freddie, you were saying on the dyno you could actually feel it, where before it was just kind of like you didn't even know if it was working or not.
Yeah, the 40 shot, I would watch like the nitrous activation in the data log. It would go from 0 to 1, and I'm like, okay, it's spraying. The 75 shot, I actually feel it in the seat of the pants.
So I think we achieved what we need to. Freddie's gonna do a couple more tweaks, and then we're gonna get out of here. Oh, did you tell them the really bad news? The nitrous purge sprays kind of at the windshield, maybe more so because the hood's open. Is the purge attached to the hood or is it attached to the cowl?
The cowl.
Regardless, the windshield's hot, purge, cold, crack the windshield, and inspections tomorrow, we have a cracked windshield. I have one in Florida, but that's not gonna help us here. how good it looks with those Blitz wheels. I don't know if I said this before, but I really need to reiterate, like, I have been hoarding and protecting those Blitz 03s forever. I trusted 3-piece with them, they killed it. They look so good, fitment's perfect, finish is great, I love it. All right, so we're gonna close out the video here. I'm super pumped to have everyone in town. More people are getting in tomorrow, and then even more people are getting in on Thursday. I guess most people are getting in tomorrow. But anyway, we got a great crew. We've got a great car. Tomorrow is setup, and then Thursday's our first day of practice. So we're usually every other day when it comes to uploads. There may be a day or two where we are daily, depending on what our activities are. But I'm gonna try to film everything. For me, the most important thing with FD, like not only the track runs, just all the fun and stuff that happens behind the scenes. Great example, Freddie got run over earlier and everyone ran over to make sure his little legs were okay. And Freddie, the little legs are good? They're good? It was dicey. It was a dicey situation. Yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you're stoked, and we'll see you soon.
Oh boy. Oh man. There it is.
That's it.
That it?